Hello and welcome to Faithfully Stampin' with Jennifer Helm. I am Jennifer Helm, the Faithful Stamper, and I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. I have for you tonight a video of one of our newest kits. Kits are a great way to get some crafting done very quickly. And we have a couple different kits. I'm going to talk about them in a minute, but I'm excited to share this one with you. It's one of our newest one. But first, I wanted to share our new spring mini catalog. Just went live not that long ago, early January. It runs through April. So if you would like a copy of this catalog, if you don't have a demonstrator you're currently working with, and you'd like a paper copy, I don't know about you, but I love a paper copy to drool over. I'll be happy to send you one. Just reach out to me in the comments or send me a message and I'll be happy to get one to you. And also, January and February are our celebration. And what celebration is for every $50 or $100 you spend with Stampin' Up before shipping and tax, you get to pick a lovely item from this special brochure. We have stamp sets, embossing folders, there's my wish list, designer series paper, so lots of fun goodies in here. Things will sell out the closer to the end of February we get, but so far everything is still available. So I can send you one of these as well. And if you don't mind shopping online, you can check out my website here at thefaithfulstamper.stampinup.net, and you can find all the details there as well. So tonight we're talking about kits. This is our Painted Wishes kit. And right now we have 25 kits on the website. These are all exclusively on the website. You'll see a little informational page in the catalog about them, but the actual kits that are available are only available on that website for you to see. And they range in price from $13 to $25. There are a lot of card kits, but we also have some other ones as well. There is a floral wreath that you can make. There is a birthday calendar book, the kind of like a spiral book with pockets that you can keep your birthday cards in to save for upcoming occasions. Like you can set the whole year up in advance. It's kind of one of those perpetual birthday things. What else? We have a Christmas countdown and a magnetic calendar board as well that you can personalize. So be sure to check them out. But I wanted to share with you how easy these card kits are. So again, this is our Painted Wishes kit. It comes in this box, which is great. You could reuse it. You could cover it up and even cover up the Stampin' Up and re-gift this box if you wanted to. And there are two different kinds of kits. Generally speaking, they are the same. When you open them up, you will have a nice sealed packet, such as this one, that contains everything you need for your crafting. Now, on some of the kits, well, let me say all of the kits are all inclusive, meaning you don't have to go find other supplies. You use everything that's in the packet. Some of them will come with a clear block, such as this. Hopefully you can see that in my hand there. And a stamp set, and at least one, sometimes two, ink spots. These are little 1x1 ink pads that come in our kits or our Paper Pumpkin kits. Paper Pumpkin is our monthly subscription kit, but you'll get a small ink pad like this in your kit as well. That's how we keep the cost down, things like that. Now, when I just took a peek at this kit, I did not open it up. I haven't done this one before. This is all that I've seen of it so far, besides some pictures on the web. But I thought, where's my block? Where's my stamp? And then I realized this kit has no stamping. So if you are a crafter, but you're intimidated by ink colors and paper colors and all of that, and maybe you're not very skilled in stamping, this is a fantastic kit for you because you don't have to stamp a thing. And so we're going to get into this, and I'm going to show you, hopefully, how quick and easy it is. We're going to make one of each of these cards. And so let's go ahead and get started. So very carefully, I'm going to cut this plastic here and peel off the wrapping. I love these card kits because it's very quick to add a bunch of cards to my inventory or the Christmas card kits are fabulous for making Christmas cards quickly. All right, so let's see what we have here. We have a bag with some tear and tape and some gold cord. We have dimensionals and sequins. And then let's see here. This kind of kit is right up my alley. It's pretty watercolored florals. Again, this is the Painted Wishes kit, and this one was only $14. And let's see here, before we go any further, our instruction sheet, color instructions, and this is going to make 9 cards and envelopes. So $14, 9 cards and envelopes, not too shabby. And here's a picture of everything we're gonna get in the kit. And my assumption was correct, and we'll get to that in just a second here. Pardon me. I'm still getting over the crud from the holiday season. 9 envelopes, beautiful. This is Pretty Peacock, is our color. A little bit of pizzazz there on the end. And so we have pieces for each of the cards. And yep, here's what I was looking for. So rather than stamping, we have these printed pieces. And let's see. There's 3 sheets here. And these have wording in English. I believe it's French, German, and Dutch. So obviously I'm going to use the English ones. I don't think I know any French or German or Dutch friends to send these cards to, unfortunately. But one thing I do like to do with these pieces, I like to flip them over and save them and use them for other cards. So that's really nice to do. All right, so we have 3 sets of 3 card bases. Here's some more sentiments here. Here's our last set. Okay. And then last but not least, a piece of cardboard. This is our nice backing piece that keeps everything nice and together and from getting bent up in that box. And I like to save these. They're great for other crafting projects. I use them for dividers in some of my drawers with multiple stamp sets that I have. So you can either keep this or recycle it. All right, so let's see here. You're probably thinking this isn't going to be quick if you talk this much, but I like to explain everything to you. When you get this kit and you start going through it, you don't have to do all the explanation part. So we have the breakdown for each of the cards. Let me see here. So it tells you some instructions. You'll see where to put your dimensionals, if you're using cord, and then it will tell you how many of the gems you're going to need. Sometimes it is a little tricky to find them on the illustration, but usually you can do it. And then it does the same thing for each of those other cards as well. All right, so we will go ahead and start with this one. So we're going to need the, I believe that's Lemon Lime Twist. And then this panel. And this is going to go on the Pretty Peacock card base. So things are a little jumbled up in order, but that's okay. And then the long sentiment strip. Now, I am going to tell you one thing that I'm going to do different. This is showing here to put tear and tape on the back of this panel before I put it on the card. And that is just fine. If you don't have any other crafting supplies, you definitely could do that. However, I like to use my tape runner, unless it's absolutely necessary to use the tape. So I am going to switch out and use my tape runner so that if you have one, you can see that you can do this as well. And I will save my tear and tape for other projects. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just pop out this panel. And as I said, I'm only going to make one of each of these. You don't need to see me make multiples of each card, right? Once you get the idea, you'll be able to see how this goes. And hopefully you'll see how quickly it can go as well. Pardon me. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and fold my card base in half. I always check to make sure I'm even and that one side is not longer than the other, so it doesn't stand out that I have a front or a back. And then let's see, they had tear and tape on the back of this panel. And it looks like, actually no, I spoke incorrectly. tear and tape on the front of this panel. It is white on the other side, so you want that green side up. And then we're going to place it. This card is a little bit larger, if you can see that once I hold it on the background. So it's going to extend above the top and the bottom. And then once I glue this together, we're going to put it on the front with dimensionals. All right, so let me do that. So I'm just going to use my preferred adhesive, which is my Stampin' Seal Plus. And you will find this very easy because you will not be trying to juggle keeping everything on camera. All right, so there, easy peasy, put those two together. Grab my dimensionals out of my bag here. You can always save these bags for other things. Good gracious. Sometimes these bags are like getting into Fort Knox. All right, and they show 5 dimensionals, 1 on each corner. And as it is kind of a larger panel, I do like to follow their directions and put 1 piece in the middle. And that way it just doesn't sag in the middle, especially if you're putting it through the mail. Okay. So then here's my card base. I'm gonna make sure my pattern, it looks like flowers at the top, leaves at the bottom. Center this. Look how pretty and easy that was. Okay, then here is my sentiment banner. Now, before I do this, according to their directions, I am going to try to follow their directions with ribbon. If you've followed me before, you will know ribbon is not my superpower. Tying bows, twine especially. I can usually tie a half-decent bow, but twine, and especially kind of like twirly twine, I am not good at that. But we're going to try it tonight. So here we go. This gold cording is very lovely, if I can find the end of it. Sometimes that is a challenge in itself. Oh, gracious. Oh, wait, is that it? Yes, I found it. Whew. Every now and again, I have to get my scissors out and just cut it somewhere and hope I can make it work. All right, so this is calling for 14 inches of this gold cording. Now, I don't know about you, I'm not great at guesstimating, but guess what? Stampin' Up! Has done it for you. And here on the edge of our direction sheets, we have rulers. It starts at 0 in the middle and goes up to 9 inches here, and then centimeters, I believe, going the other direction. So it does say 14 inches. I just wanted to check that. So I'm going to start at 7 and go to 0 and then repeat. I don't know that we've always had the centimeters on that. I'll have to go back and look at some of my instruction sheets. Okay. There we go. And then here is what I'm trying to do here. I'm going to flip my banner over. I'm looking to see, okay. I'm gonna flip it this way. 1 dimensional here on this end. A second one here on this end. I'm going to take a chance. I'm not going to put one here in the middle. My brain tells me I might want to do that, but we'll see. And then, all right, I'm going to peel the backings off here. Let's see if I can do this. This looks like sort of a basic loop, almost like a bow without the tie. I don't know. And sometimes I find it difficult because, as you can see, this cord wants to curl because it was on that nice spool. So let's see here. I told you this is not my best skill here. All right, let me try a little crisscross. And then stick it to the dimensional backing. Ooh, kind of, sort of, maybe. Not quite, missed a piece. Okay, wait. This is why, my friends, I leave this part off. Or I just tie a regular bow. All right, we're going to see how this works when I flip it over. So let me bring my card base over. I'm not selling you on these kits, am I? I promise you, it's really not that difficult. I am just not the best at bows. All right, so there we go. Not too bad. I could have a little more ribbon. I feel like I could angle that differently so it's not hanging off, but that's all right. I'm going to come back and let's see. I'm actually going to tuck this gold thread under. Give it a good press because my dimensional definitely wants to pop off since I had some help with the ribbon. Maybe I'll come back and anchor it with another piece or with another dimensional under the end. I'm going to trim some of that off too so it doesn't stick so far up in the air. And tuck that under. I'm definitely putting another dimensional. Can you see how this isn't sticking? It's an easy fix, but there we go. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Take Your Pick tool, and I can see from the direction sheet it wants 3 gems, 3 large ones and a small one. And let's see, it looks like large one here, small one here, and then another large one in this vicinity. Sometimes I get creative and I move around my the placement of the embellishments or things, but I'll try to stick with it tonight. So look, except for that twine, it actually wasn't too bad, was it? And then I can go grab a floral stamp. I could add a stamp to the inside, or I could simply just write my card out just like this. Here's an envelope I can address and ready to go. Isn't that pretty? I love it. So it really is simple. Outside of that gold cord, like I said, you might have that gift. I don't have that gift, but if you've got that gift, more power to you. I'm so jealous. All right, so there we go. One card done. As I said, I probably would skip that gold cording or perhaps just make a bow that I could then place maybe even on top of the end of that strip just to make my life easier. It's really not that hard, but again, if you don't have that gift, and they did it to me with all these card bases. Okay. All right, so this next card, we're going to need one of these peach. Actually, that's petal pink. It's kind of our peachy pink salmon colored backing. This beautiful watercolor panel. And then, let's see. These are the sentiment pieces that we want. Again, these are great because, as I said, having the 3 other languages, you've got 9 other pieces that you can do anything you want with. Stamp, just anything you want. So I kind of love that. Okay, next. Let's see what we're going to do here. Fold the card base. That's a good start, right? I always like to do that first. Then, again, they've got tear and tape, but I'm using adhesive. Use whatever you feel comfortable with. If you want to use the tear and tape, go ahead. If you are like me and want to use the adhesive, go right ahead. It's not that these pieces need the tear and tape. That way they just didn't have to raise the cost and put a tape runner in the box for you. Tear and tape is easy and probably more cost effective. All right, so there we have that. The sentiment says, I feel so blessed to have a wonderful, kind, and amazing friend like you. I've got lots of friends I could send this to. It's a wonderful sentiment. So we're going to flip this over, and according to the directions, put some dimensionals here on the back. They're doing not the 4 corners or the points, but kind of spaced out here on the angles, and one slightly over here. All right, this is another 16 inches. Okay, I think I might eyeball this one because you don't want to see me drag this out again. More of this delightful gold cord. I love this cord when I'm just tying bows with it. Okay, so let's see here. They've got, would really help if I take the dimensionals off. I'm a little out of practice, a little rusty from the holiday break here. Okay, so we've got the end of a ribbon. We're gonna put it in the dimensional. Let's see. Loop this one. As I said, if it wasn't curling, it would be a lot easier to handle, in my opinion. And then I get my finger stuck to the dimensional, and it's game on. Okay. Another loop here. There we go. Not the most artful, I'm going to admit. But again, I feel like that's lacking on my part. All right, so we're going to flip it. put it right in the center of the card here as we peel my finger out from underneath that. Okay, I see the general idea they were going for here, and I do like it. It's just the lack of my talent here with this. Okay, I'm gonna trim that off a little bit. Not too bad. And somehow I think my angle was wrong. Their ribbon is this way, mine's the opposite, but it really looks fine. I think they did it so it's not stacked up on the beautiful watercolor leaves. All right, this one calls for 5 of our beautiful pretty peacock sequins. So let's see here. And as I said, you do not have to follow the directions to the letter on any of these. You can put the embellishments wherever you like. There we go. All right, that one was much quicker. And again, 3 of each of the cards here. Another great, beautiful card. Come on, I'm trying to pick up my envelope. Beautifully coordinated. Wouldn't you love to get one of these in the mail? I wish people sent me cards like this more often. All right, and this one, I think I started with the hardest one first. So I hope you stuck around for the whole video. All right, so we need a card base. Yeah, this one is super easy. Okay, maybe I can redeem myself here. 2 pieces for this one, right? Beautiful card base. Again, I will probably come back with a simple accent stamp and just stamp the corners at least. I don't like my insides to be naked. I like them to have some little pizzazz. All right, here's our wishing the happiest birthday to you. And let's see, dimensionals. Does anybody else have this problem that you lose whatever you just had in your hand on your craft table? I do that all the time. Okay, and now another 14 inches of gold cord. All right, another little loop-de-loo here. This is not going to cooperate at all. I so wish I had this skill. I have a girlfriend who does this, and she makes it look effortless every time, and I just cannot do it. Okay, I'm going to use some of this other dimensionals for a little help here. All right. Again, if you're struggling, you can leave it off. You can use more dimensionals. I think I would like it a little bit if it was more on an angle rather than straight out, but let's see. Actually, all right, not too bad. Sequins is all I need. I definitely should have paid attention and started with the easiest one first. If you get this kit, keep that in mind. Start with number 3. All right, so there's 1 and 2. One thing that I love about these kits is that you very often have extra pieces left over. We've got all those tags that we're not going to use because they're in the other languages. I think I'm going to do that this way. There we go. We're definitely going to have some cording left over, and then most of the time I have left over embellishments as well. So I put them in my little stash and I use them on other cards. So I love that you get extra pieces. All right, so hopefully if you stuck around for the end and the first card didn't scare you off, you will see I have 1, 2, 3 beautiful cards. No stamping required, just a little wrestling with the gold cord. And all I have to do is put together the other 6 cards in the set. And I've got 9 cards ready to go. Easy peasy. So I hope you enjoyed getting a glimpse into our kits. We do have some other new kits. I've done all but I think 7 of the kits, and 3 of them are brand new and I haven't had a chance to purchase them yet. So I do like to get the kits. They're quick, they're easy, the price point is great. You could give them as gifts. You could even get your girlfriends together and do this all together at the same time because there's no stamping. If you need a coach and you live in my area and you want me to come do a little kit get together with you and your girlfriends and coach you step by step on how to do the kits, I'm happy to do that. We can definitely set that up. So a couple things to keep in mind there. Okay, so thank you so much if you stuck around to the end of the video and watched me wrestle all that gold cord. I really appreciate your support of my little small business. If you haven't already, I'd love for you to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and you can click the notification bell if you'd like to be notified each time a new video is posted here on the page. If you are a fan of Facebook, you can hop over there. You can find me at The Faithful Stamper, and I post different specials, sometimes challenges where we make cards, different things. So there's always lots to see over there as well. And I will be back soon with another video, not for a kit, but a card making technique video. So I hope you will come back and check that out. All right, take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. Happy crafting.